Hey y'all, hey, welcome back to my page, y'all. Welcome to the replay. Come on in, y'all. Happy Saturday, August 9th, 2025. If you're seeing this, it's in the morning. If you're catching the replay, you won't see a red box above my head. So whenever you get here, say hey, hit the heart button for me. We are getting our new mic all set up to see. We're testing a few different things. But comment the word magnet. We're going to make some Halloween magnets. We offer a pack of magnetic sheets on my chalk website. They come 3 to a pack. They are 12 by 12. And we're just going to put some Halloween designs on here and see what we can come up with. So, hi friends, good morning. Are you drinking your coffee still? I hope so. Let's get this shared into the broadcast channel. If you don't know what that is, there is a link down below. You can join. It's free to join. But we're going to take these sheets. So this is the black sheet. The black ones are the only ones that are in stock. And we're going to take our transfer or two and put it on there. Okay? So, the transfers I grabbed are Boo Basics. Hello, everybody. We're going to use this. I've used this quite a few times. Let me hang this up. Good morning. And we're going to use one that's on sale that I've never used. It's from a Chalkmade kit that we had. It is called Bats. We'll see if it works.
You just gave me a great idea.
Okay, great. I'm glad.
Because I was looking at those bats, and remember last year when I put all those bats on the wall?
Yeah.
And I was really annoyed having to take them all down, all those little glue dots.
Yeah.
I could put those little magnets on the wall to have them stick.
You very well could.
And not have those little glue dots everywhere.
Amy says it's always coffee time for her. Yes. Hi, Dana. And Donna. Okay, so we're going to take this and we're going to fuzz this.
Can you make a bunch of those for me? Thanks.
No, I'm not making a bunch. Is the microphone working?
Yes.
Microphone is working, but not the cord.
Correct. My test did not work.
Okay. Either way, we're back in action. So what we're going to do is I'm going to potentially, let's see here. I might do these one at a time because I want to be able to cut them out with enough on the edge. You'll see. Stay tuned. All right, let's start with the letter B. This is the one that has like the spider web, and I think we're going to do this in, what is this, berry? So comment magnet, that's going to give you the supply list, and like I said, we're using our magnetic sheets today. Did you know we have magnetic sheets? The black ones are the only ones available, but they do come 3 to a pack. All right, we're just going to take our paste and drag it through the silk screen, pushing it through, making sure we get all of it covered. And, you want to make sure that you pick up your excess as you go. And don't leave any on the top of your transfer. Okay? Now we're going to peel it up. Try and peel like from the side. Try not to peel diagonally because it might stretch your transfer. Okay? And as you can tell, it sticks really well. So there is the letter B. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside and we're going to clean this. And then we're going to do the next letter or the next, I don't know, Halloween icon, which is going to be the pumpkin. But I'm going to clean this first. Thanks for sprinkling. Holly says it's storming there. It is very sunny here and very hot. Very, very hot. All right, let's clean the front. I call the front like the non-sticky side. And then the back, which is the sticky side. And then we're going to dry this off with a paper towel. Hello, Miss Linda. How are y'all? Make sure you hit the heart button. Comment the word magnet. Go grab you some magnetic sheets. These are fun. You can use them with the kiddos. I've always made magnets with these, obviously, because they're magnetic. You can put them directly onto the fridge. Okay, so this one is good to go. Let me flip it over and just dry this off. And now what we're going to do, I'm actually going to dry this so I don't mess it up. Okay? Hi, Sherry. I know, Auntie, isn't it amazing? Can y'all hear me really good? Lisa's in her crafting zen. Love that. Hello, Miss Melinda. Y'all big plans for today? I have a lot on my to-do list. A lot. But I'm going to tackle it one thing at a time. Can't do it all. Cheryl said she found a tarantula on her pool step yesterday. No, thank you. Was it in the water? No, thank you. All right, so there are a couple spots where I had a little bit of bleeding, so I'm going to show you how to fix that. And by bleeding, I mean like the paste just went underneath that area. I'm just going to take the detail tool and just scrape it off. It's pretty awesome. Now, what's really cool is that, like, once Halloween is over, you can very easily take this off of your magnetic sheet and make something else. However, we are going to cut these out, so I don't know that you're going to find another shape that's going to be identical to this for another season. All right, so there is our bee. Okay, and now we're going to do, let's see. Let's grab our fuzzing cloth, and we're going to do the pumpkin. We just fuzz it. Anytime that you clean your transfer, you remove the lint that you put on it by fuzzing it. Okay? Oh, Sue went to a concert. How fun. All right, here we go. Let's put the pumpkin over here. Let's put him right here. Now, he does have a stem. To do the stem or not to do the stem? And that is the question. Let me find bark. And maybe we'll go in and do bark for the stem, and then I'm going to do marmalade. Hey, Kelly, are you still at the beach? Very jealous. All right, let's do this. I don't know how well it's going to show up, but either way, my day will be complete because we will not have an orange stem. Okie doke. Let's take a mini squeegee and our orange. Hello, Paula. This is marmalade, and we're going to drag this all over our pumpkin. Trying not to hit that stem or the ghost that's next to it. Picking up all of my excess. We're going to put it back into the jar. And then we're going to peel it up. Oh, you can see the bark. Perfect. All right, so there's our pumpkin. Cute, cute. Love it. Let's grab our little towel or our little mat here. It's okay. I bet it was good. Y'all do that every year, right? Okay, so now we're cleaning this off. Then we're going to flip it over. And we're going to clean the back side, the sticky side. And then we're going to go in with our little ghost and make him a magnet as well. Because he doesn't want to be left out. Alright, there's that. Let me close up my jars. Hello, Miss Sherry. How are you? This is actually magnetic sheets. This is a magnetic sheet. We have 3-pack of black sheets, magnetic sheets, on my website. It's pretty fun. I've made these. I think I made some last Halloween, actually. Let's try this. And then we're just going to cut them out. Something fun. Hi, Patricia. How are you? And this is actually perfect because the black sheet is like a background and it shows for the pumpkin's face. Just make sure it's dry. And now we're going to go in and do our ghost. Let's put the ghost over here, closer to the pumpkin. Making sure that we don't have any air bubbles. The ghost has a lot of silk screen, so I'm not going to fuzz it. The only thing that's sticky on the ghost is the eyes and the nose. Alright. Hello, Miss Tina. Alright, let's grab a squeegee. Now you can use the same squeegee over and over, just clean it off in between your colors. Just drag your paste all the way over the silk screen. Get all the excess off, close your jar, and now let's fill it up. There's our ghost. So cute. Alright, set that over there. Bring this back. And now we're going to clean this front and back. Because the paste does go through the screen. Just remember that. Flip it over, do the exact same thing. This needs to go. The glow in the dark. So I did grab the glow in the dark. We might add it to the ghost. For sure. Yes, the kids, yes. So much fun. Like, grab some sheets, y'all. And make sure you join the Perks program first because you're going to save 30% off all the products on my website. The link is in the message that we send you to join the Perks Club. It's only $10 to join this month. So just comment magnet. Okay, so there's that. I'm going to lay that over there. There are 2 spots. Right there and right there. I don't know if you can see that. I'm just going to take, let me see, what do I want to do first? I want to dry it first. I'm just going to take a paintbrush and just paint over those little lines. I don't know what happened there, y'all. Yeah, Sherry, we used to have the white ones, but they're out of stock. So I'm like, well, the black one's perfect. Alright, let me just dry this little area here, and then I'm just going to take a paintbrush, and we are going to, come on, there we go. I'm just going to get a tiny, tiny bit, and I'm just going to paint over those 2 lines, like so. Here we go. It worked. Yes, for school. Absolutely. That's why I was like, you know what? Let me do some magnets this morning. All right, let me try this. And then we're going to go in and we're going to do one of our bats from the bats transfer. I haven't used this yet. But notice on this one, there are lines, okay? So I'm going to take my transfer trimmers. These are amazing, by the way. They're in my shop. And we're just going to run our scissors down the cut line. Like that. And like this. Just separating those because I like to keep all of my pieces to a transfer on my backer sheet. And let's see, I think we have room to do 2, so we can do 2 of the small ones. So let me move this. We may use this in a minute to do glow in the dark. Put that there. I think the ghost needs polka dots. Possibly Zach. What color polka dots, Zach? Zach's being extra. Okay, there is the bats. Okay, so these have more stickiness to them. Okay, so there's not as much silk screen here. I mean, there's silk screen, but not like crazy. Okay. So I really want to make sure these are nice and buzzed because they're going to stick to this magnetic sheet like glue. We don't really want that. So let me buzz these a few times. Hi, Dawn. We have the doors open in the craft room today, and I'm curious to know if you can hear my kids. All right, buzz, buzz, buzz. So now I'm trying to figure out on the ghost, do I put the polka dots on before the glow in the dark? I mean, it won't really matter because, yeah, I think I should. It does matter, now that I think about it. Okay, here we go. So let's turn this. And we're going to do, let's do one here. And again, I want to leave a little bit of room between each of them so I can cut them out. Okay, and then we're going to go in with this one. And put it right here. Okay, so this one is going to be white. They are loud. All right, let's do... let's do this one. So I'm just going to take my paste. Drag it over the silk screen, making sure all of that silk screen is covered. Then we're going to peel it up. Let me grab my mat. I've got lots of things on my table, y'all. Alright, here we go. See how it sticks really well? Oh, the fly's back. The fly's back today. Hello, fly. Get out of here. Alright, y'all want to see what Shimmer Frost looks like? Shimmer Frost is our white shimmer. Let me see if I have any. Yes, I do. Alright, let's do Shimmer Frost for this bat. Sometimes it's a little bit lighter. It doesn't pop as much as your bright white does. But we can still show you what it's all about. All right, close the lid. Oh, Marcy. Let's peel it up. not too bad on this black. Alright, so there are the designs for our magnets. I'm going to lay this over here, let these dry, and then we're going to clean these and figure out what we're going to do for the polka dots. Hi, Denise. Alright, I'm going to grab a white to take this shimmer off of the transfer. Okay, then we're going to go in and do just a regular board eraser, getting the rest of that off. And we're going to flip it over and we're going to clean the back side, except this time I'm not going to use the white. Oh, there's that sound we know and love. I know, flies. They're driving me nuts. Okay, so this one is done. So we'll put it on the backer sheet here in a second. Now we're going to go in and do this guy. Let me turn it around. Now this is an older transfer. This is from 2022 and it's currently on sale. Go check out the sale items on my website. Just get the rest of this off. I'm going to flip it over and we're going to clean the back side. Hi, Gloria. Good morning, everybody. All right, there's that. And then we are almost ready to start working with our magnets. I just use regular Pampers wipes. I have always used those. Always. Some people will be like, oh, you should use water wipes. I'm good. I've always used them. I buy them by the case. We use them for lots of things around here. Alright, so now we're going to put these back right on the backer sheet. Like so. Just for now. And then we're going to bring back our sheet of magnets. And we're going to dry these. Alright, so now I got to figure out so I saw Cheryl say we should do glow in the dark first. So that kind of makes sense. So if I do glow in the dark first, ideally, if I go in and add polka dots after the fact, when it does glow in the dark, you're going to see the polka dots, like they're going to be a negative color, right? I mean, that's the theory. I don't know. Okay, these should be dry. Sometimes our shimmers take a little bit longer. Okay, let me think about this. Typically, when you are layering paste, okay, layer 1, layer 2, you want to wax your layer 1. I don't necessarily want to wax this because I don't want the shine of the wax to get on the magnet sheet. However, because this is pretty much all paste and just the eyes and the nose are showing, I'm going to go ahead and wax it, and I'm going to try and stay in that, I don't know, ghost body area. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of wax. I'm going to try not to go around like the outside, okay? And a little bit goes a long way, y'all. If you've never used our wax, you need to grab some because it doesn't smell and it's clear. So it's pretty awesome stuff. Alright, so now we're going to grab our Ghost. We're going to line him up here. Okay, and we're going to take the glow-in-the-dark paste, which is back, so you guys can grab it. And we're going to grab a squeegee, and we're going to put this all over our ghost. And it goes on like clear. So it's kind of hard to see. And then that is all there is to the glow in the dark. Just peel it up. It does not ruin your transfer, in case you were wondering. So let's clean it off. And then we'll dry it, and then we'll figure out how I'm going to add the polka dots, because I honestly have no idea. Any suggestions for the polka dots? I don't want to dry this. I want to clean it off. So grab your board eraser. Clean off the front. Flip it over. Clean off the back. And then you're just going to dry it. Okay? I don't like to put my transfers when they're wet on the backer sheet. Hello, Miss Glennie. How are you? Okay, so there's that. So now we're going to put this is the backer sheet. Okay, so I'm going to lay it down, line up the edges, line up the corners. Oops. And there's that. Okay. Should we do the bat? One of the bats? Let's do this one. I'm not gonna wax it. Let's do this guy, but I am gonna have to fuzz it really well. I'm not gonna wax it. Hi, Regina. You know, I think I do have the transfer that's dots. Somewhere. I don't know where it is. Over there somewhere. Let me see. You just received the notification? Holy cow. Let me see if I can easily find the dots. Hold on. Probably not. Let's see. Maybe Zach can come find them for me. Oh, I found it! Alright, I got it. So maybe we'll try this one. Watercolor dot pattern. Because anytime I've used our chalk paste and did polka dots, whether it was with a dowel rod or like a circle sponge thingy, the paste is thicker than like acrylic paint, and it just takes a lot longer to dry. So this kind of makes sense, Dee. I like what you're where you're going with this. All right, so let's do this. I changed my mind. We're gonna do the bat. In glow in the dark. This one at least. Okay, I'm gonna press it down. Grab my squeegee. And just cover the entire bat with the glow in the dark. And again, it's clear. So you're not expecting like a color. Don't expect a color to come through, basically is what I'm saying. So now we're going to peel it up. All right, now we go to clean again. That's what we like to do around here, y'all. Clean as you go. That's how I roll. Clean off the glow in the dark, front and back. Dry it off, put it on the back sheet. If you use the detail tool around eyes and mouth, there won't be any dots. You're right. I didn't think about that. I mean, I could kind of scrape it off. Should we try it? Did not think about that, Miss D. Miss D is always one step ahead. Okay, these are clean, or this is clean. So we're going to put this on the backer sheet. We have one more transfer to use, y'all. These are going to be cute. Okay, so just line up the corners, line up the edges. And let's see what we can come up with. Let's dry the ghost and the bat. And then we'll go in. Actually, no. No. There's already. There's the fly. We didn't get glow in the dark in there. Never mind. Duh. Because it's not a silk screen. We're good. It is glow in the dark. Because this right here has nothing in it. White or glow in the dark. So we should be good. However, we don't need to put this pattern. Maybe that's what you're saying, Dee, on the eyes and the nose. Alright, I want to make sure this is good and dry. Go away, fly. Get out of here. Ooh, that's tacky. Okay, so the glow in the dark takes a little bit to dry. Just a tad.
You're doing a great job.
Oh, thanks, Zach. I appreciate you.
Hi, Glammy.
So, Glammy's here. All right. Let's see. What color? Purple dots?
Purple and pink.
Let me take this out. And remove it from the backer sheet. I see where my mother-in-law's going, and that's why I was thinking. Let's see, let's try. I know, the paste in the jars in your craft room whenever it's dark kind of scared you, huh?
I'm going to see if my machine will cut that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
It might.
Because I'm looking at, like,
Might melt it.
I was looking at this, I look at a sheet of wood, I'm like, oh my gosh, that's a lot of dead space. Meaning you could nest those together closely to... But that's me, the way my brain works with the laser.
Okay, I'm going to apply a little bit of wax. Because again, we're layering. This is layer number 3. I gotta think about this. So I think what you're saying, Tess, let's put the polka dots down. Again, I really want to fuzz this. Good. I don't want it to peel up my glow in the dark or my bright white. It's not going to be a whole lot of dots, but it's a small little ghost. And ghosts are all the things right now, y'all. Okay, I'm going to go this direction. Let's see. No, I'm going to go at a diagonal. Sorta. Yes. Okay. I'm going to go like that. Then take this lay it over this transfer so that I don't get the dots in the eyes or the mouth, right? Yeah, because if I go over the side, it's going to be on this ghost transfer, not the polka dots. Okay. Let's add, what if we do raspberry sorbet? Pink dots. Let's try it. Yes, Cheryl, you can. I did it a long time ago with the old, what was it? Vintage truck, or the, yeah, was it the vintage truck? I added buffalo plaid. We added patriotic, stripes, and stars. Okay, let's try it. I'm just getting this to the right consistency. I don't use this color very often. So it's a little on the dry side. So I just sprayed some distilled water in here, giving it a stir, bringing it to life, that yogurt sour cream-like consistency. Because if you don't and it's dry and you go to apply it on your transfer, hold on, this is not going to work. This is not going to work. Hold on. I don't want all of this pink. We need to reverse this. We need to reverse this. Hold on. Sorry. I just thought of something. Okay, hear me out on this. We need to lay the ghost first, right? I don't know if this is going to work. Because all of that is silkscreen. We need to lay the dots second. Where did I have that? Okay. This is the way we should do it. Hear me out. I'm laying my backer sheet down so it doesn't touch. The B is berry. This is what I want to do. Lay the ghost first because the ghost has 100% silkscreen. Then lay your dots because ideally, yes, okay, this is what we want. However, we don't want to get on the edge of the ghost because the dots are going to show, right? Okay. All right. So again, get your paste the right consistency. If you don't, and you go to lay this down with your squeegee, it's going to dry really fast, and it's going to stay in that silk screen. So let me just give it a stir, and let's see what happens. I don't know, y'all. However, with these magnetic sheets, I can always take the excess off. Okay, so we're covering that. We still don't want to get the eyeballs. But again, I can scrape those off with the detail tool. I'm nervous, but we're going to try it. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and do all of them. And like I said, we can scrape it off with our detail tool. Let's see what happens. Pick up your excess. All right, let's peel it up. Oh, it worked. Oh my gosh, and it didn't get me eyes. That's right. See, I don't know what my brain's thinking. Oh my gosh, it worked. Y'all, look at this little ghost. Okay, look at the ghost. Isn't she cute? All right, let me set that there. Let's grab our little mat here. We're going to peel these apart. And we want to clean both, because both of them got paste on them. So I challenge y'all to layer the transfers. All right, clean it off, flip it over, clean the back. I mean, clearly you just got to think about it. We did. and it worked. Okay? It worked. I'm so glad. Yes, I am a visual learner too, Miss Cheryl. Me too. So put your original transfer down first, then do your pattern or whatever you're gonna layer. Okay, flip them over, clean them off, and then we're gonna put these on the backer sheet right here. Can't put it over there. And then we've got this guy right here who's gonna go white side to sticky side. And now we're going to dry our magnets. You think so, Dee? Maybe so. I don't know. It just wasn't playing out in my head right. I had to think about it. Okie doke. Here we go. Let's try this. She's so cute. And then we're going to cut them apart. Hi, Pamela. Grab my scissors. Okay, so now I'm just going to cut these apart, but I'm going to do it, first I'm just going to cut them in like blocks, like this. And then we'll go around and we'll cut them a little bit closer. There's a term for this. Do y'all know what it is? But you do get 3 sheets in the set. They're 12 by 12. So I'll have this one left. All right, here we go. Let's start with our pumpkin guy. So I'm not going to go too close. I'm not going to be too perfect. I'm just going to give it a little bit of a border. And these are going to be super cute. There we have it. There's our pumpkin. Let's work on our letter B. And this one has a little spider hanging from it. Because you know, everybody loves spiders. Not. Now you could cut the spider off if you don't want it. You don't even have to chalk the spider. Just like this. There's our B. Don't need those. Okay, the bats. Bunch of curves. Now, this one is the Shimmer Frost. I'm going to try and keep these pointed, so I'm just going to cut all the way off as I go. Instead of making them more rounded. so they keep that like bat wing pointed shape. Thank you, Gloria. Fussy cutting. Thanks, Jeannie. To me, that's so weird that they would call it that. But whatever. I didn't come up with it. So see how I left the points? Super cute. All right, 2 more to go. This all the way. And now we're going to do our points. And then I don't know that we're going to be able to see the glow in the dark here in this room. Just because I have a window in this room and it's kind of bright. But grab some of these sheets for your kiddos. Be a fun project. Of course, mine have no desire to craft with me, but you know, they're a little older. Okay, and then we have our ghost. She's very cute. All right. I think this was super fun, y'all. Okay, so there's all of our magnets. This is a magnetic sheet, Marcy. You can get a 3-pack on my chalk website. Let me throw all of these pieces away. So I wanted to show you, so like for example, this is one of our magnetic surfaces. I have the Lord's Prayer on it, but these are magnetic. So just go to your refrigerator. They're hard to see because I have the background covered, but y'all see that? Isn't that fun? All right, I don't know if we're going to be able to do the glow in the dark. We can certainly try. We've got those two. I was hoping Zach could come in here and help me, but he's very busy. So this one has the glow in the dark, and this one has the glow in the dark. Okay? So let's see if it'll work. Ready for you, man. Waiting on you.
Aww.
I don't know if you'll be able to see it.
They can see it.
Oh, I can see it. Look. Cute, cute. Yes, you could, Tina, yes. The magnetic sheets are on my website. All you have to do is comment magnet, and the message I send you and the link, the very first link, has the sheets. It comes 3 to a pack, 12 by 12, and they're black. Okay? So, there's Dylan. Oh, hi, Dylan. Look, I made you some magnets. Aren't they cute?
That's what a hug feels like from your son.
And then on the fridge, you could do Boo, like so. All right, y'all, I hope I inspired you to make some magnets. Go grab your sheets. Like I said, they come 3 to a pack. You will have a white sheet in between each of the magnetic sheets. But 12 by 12 is pretty big, and you can make a lot. So, give it a try. All right, friends. See you later.